If you've been looking for a way to scratch that DC itch, then look no further than DC Dark Legion, a new strategy game based on the DC IP that I'm sure you're definitely going to want to check out. I'm going to tell you guys my favorite things about it, walk you guys through a general overview of the game, and then stay tuned because we will be uploading a video where I teach you guys all my tips and tricks as somebody that's been playing the game for a bit and how you guys can get started strong in this game and the top things you need to be working on. And to get started, all you need to do is go over to the official DC Dark Legion website, which will be linked down below, and you guys can get it on any of the platforms it's available. DC Dark Legion is a mobile game, so keep that in mind. I believe that I heard that it will be coming to other platforms as well, like PC, so stay tuned for that. But regardless, the way that this game basically functions, here we are at our base here, and ultimately you have all these different spots in your base that you're going to be working on enhancing as you go. As you level up your account, you're going to be able to unlock more of these locations. You're going to be able to push them to higher levels, which yield better rewards. You've probably seen a similar system before. Now, the cool thing about this one, though, is as you level up these places, you can assign different characters to them to help you get more resources faster. And the resources are going to be basically everything you need for progression. So the number one thing you need to be doing is working on this stuff as they go. They do have a timer, but of course you can use drones to help you speed it up, I believe. So there's a lot of different ways you can go about this. My favorite thing, though, is that some of these rooms are just rooms like living quarter, where you have this room and you build it up simply to give your characters some R&R, because you're going to be putting a lot on these heroes that you have, and they need a little bit of time to themselves, you know. In fact, if you work them too hard, this is what happens. Their satisfaction goes down and they become much less efficient at the work. So you got to make sure that you keep them in check with that and make sure that they've got some time to themselves with the upgrades there. I think that's really funny. But if we zoom in, you can see the characters that I do have assigned here. You can see them in there working, like this is that Mira right there, Vixen. You can see them kind of doing their thing. Speaking of the characters, here's a look at my current account. So you do, I believe, start off with Vixen. It's been a while since I started, but I believe she was a starter character or one of the few. I know Mira, I'm pretty sure was, or Mara. I don't know the correct. Let me know. But there's so many characters here, and the cool thing is that it's really easy to get more of them. I just got this Harley Quinn Mythic, and she is a awesome character, so I definitely need to enhance her more. And she's a character that you actually get from the starter stuff, so very easy. All you have to do is complete the initial missions tied to her, and you will be getting her. And also, when you complete these, there is a mythic champion here as well. I'm really hoping to get Robin, so that would be really fun. I want to get Batman, actually. I don't have Batman, but I do have Red Robin, or Red Hood, excuse me. But that works out pretty well for me overall. All right, so that's the basic gist of it. But what about the actual gameplay, right? What about the actual gameplay? So there's actually a number of modes in here. We're gonna go through this kind of quickly. But the first thing I want to tell you is, with this game, try not to be overwhelmed. It's really easy. I know that when you jump into a new game, there's all these different things. You're like, oh, what's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? This game does a great job of introducing this stuff to you easily as you go. So don't worry about, you know, there being too much or is it tricky to get into. It's not. It's very easy. Make sure you subscribe, because 80% of viewers aren't subscribed to the channel. You're not going to want to miss the content I have coming for this game. Like I said, I already have that beginner guide coming up next. So make sure, again, that you do subscribe and hit that thumbs up, because we're hoping to get the likes up to the goal of 1,000. That is our goal for today, and I know we can do it with your help. All right, so Meta Brawl, this is basically an arena mode. You go in and challenge the opposition that you select. That's basically it. So not really going to spend a ton of time with this. I don't really play this mode myself all too often, but I will claim these freebies. Thank you very much. Let me get out of here. Now, Anti-Crime Network, this is a mode that you can go to get some extra resources, experience there, etc. You go in and you raid, basically. That's what this is a raid. And speaking of raids, this game also does have an alliance mode, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. Initiation protocol here. This is going to be one of your main ways to get experience. You do go in here and you fight the wave. As you see, there's one wave. And I guess this is a good opportunity to show you guys the gameplay itself. So ultimately, you go in. I'm going to turn this. I can't turn this off because, okay, I can't not skip the ultimate animations. That's a shame, because the cinematics are very nice. We ran through it pretty fast, though. So that's basically a look at the general gameplay. You can keep on going with the next level and all that stuff and see how far you can go, but I'm not going to do that right now. But ultimately, that's how that looks. Now, let's get out of there, and we will go over to the actual map here. So the map is where a lot of your content takes place. There's different ways you can do this. Like you can dispatch characters. Like you've seen a similar mechanic, I'm sure, where you can send characters out, and then as time passes, they complete this stuff on their own, and then you come back and check on them, and they've got the rewards available to you. There's also going to be, this is where you handle the main story and you progress, right? But there's also going to be these different side fights you need to take on, and some of them will actually have this little grid map thing. I think it's kind of neat if this is the one that I'm thinking about. Yeah, so we're going to actually do this fight here first, and we'll progress. Like I said, it's been a little bit. All right, so we have our team set. I'll actually show you the animations here as well. The ultimates are really nice. Looks like Red Hood should be first. Or not. Whoo! Oh, by the way, they've got some great voice actors. Like, they've got the voice actor from Arkham Origins in this for Batman as well. That's really cool. Really, really cool. All right, so far so good. Not the hardest thing, but my team has a very look at her, Diana. We have a very well-rounded setup here. We have good DPS, we've got good defenses, we've got good sustain, healing, all that. So very, very well-rounded team. And they've got those shields, though. Okay, there we go. We took the shield down. Nice. All right, so now this is done. Goodbye. Oh, he wanted to flex one more time.
I feel revived.
That's so great. All right. He wanted to flex one more time. All right. So obviously that is that's the main form of gameplay, but you do keep on going if you want to keep going. But I will abandon it because we do have a few other things to show. But you can keep on going through until you reach the finale of this. But that's not exactly what I was talking about. I guess the one I'm talking about is the main story. I don't have that available to me right now. Because with the main story, it actually puts your characters on the board, and while they're on the board, like they're moving around, you're saving people and stuff like that. It's nothing crazy, like you're not like running through and doing some crazy stuff, but I don't have that available to me right now. I need to level up my account to get the next story stage, I believe. All right, so we have some Poison Ivy, Dark Poison Ivy boss fight here. Let's go in and take her down. Like I said, I do need to level up that Harley Quinn because she will be a nice addition to my team. Also, Zatanna is here, and I wanted to do some pulls for her. We'll see if we can get her. It's very easy to get a lot of pulls in this game, though, is what I will say. Did she shake her butt? That's great. Yeah, it's very easy to get a lot of pulls in this game, but it is fun. Very simple game to play, though. And that's not a problem, of course. Not every game needs to be the craziest, most in-depth thing. But like I said, I know it can get kind of tricky when you're seeing all these things, especially on the video, all these different rooms and stuff. And it's like, what is that? What does this work? How does this work? The game does a great job, like I was saying, of showing you all that stuff. All right, Poison Ivy, we've had enough. We actually may go down. This is closer than I'd like. Never mind. I lied. Never mind. I lied. Goodbye. Okay. So that's a general look at the gameplay here. But again, that's just the bare bones of it. There's so much more to kind of get into. But I wanted to take that on so we can get the cubes for the mother box. So we're going to get out of here. We're going to go over there and open up some keys. We'll see what happens. So this is a cool system here. So as you decode these, you have the options to get, to get shards for characters of all rarities, right? And they do also explain the chances in here, so if you're wondering about that. But this is not the only system for summoning characters. This is another one. So anyway, as you open these up, you get that opportunity. But as you open more boxes, you get more boxes. It's really cool. It's really cool. So I'm going to decode these 84. It's going to complete this in the top left and give me another purple one. It may give me another one after. I'm not sure. We'll see. We got some good stuff here, actually. We got some good shards for characters I use, and a lot of cash. A lot of cash. That was 84, so that's a good bit. But we got some shards for the characters that I do use, so we'll see how that looks in a minute. But yeah, so we're going to claim this. We got 2 cubes, and we're already at the point where we're going to get a mythic cube. So that's really awesome. And you can get either shards or you can get a full drop. or multiple shards, as you see. It's kind of hard to get the other better stuff, to be honest, but there's more to it. So we'll get to that in a minute, but I wanted to open and decode all these right now. But once again, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. It does help out the video, the channel. Thank you so much. All right. Gonna need to check the shards on those characters because they've all got a lot. We got 5 Vixen. All right, so let's see what we have here. 2 more of these. I'll actually get a 3rd one, so I'll open this really quick. You see what I mean when I say like they just kind of like snowball? It's kind of cool. It's a cool system where like you open one, you get more to open. It's cool. This should give me a couple more levels on that. So, oh, see, we got a full drop, a Wonder Woman full drop. So, like I was saying, you can get them, but they're a little bit more rare. And since I already had her, that converted to 10 shards. So, okay. What do we get here? It's never going to end. It's never ending. It's never ending. I'm not complaining, though. I won't complain. It's never ending. Give me the mythic. Yeah, baby. Okay, now it will end. But when I open the mythic, it'll get better. So there's that. Let me open this really quick. It's going to shoot across when I open multiple mythic ones. Come on. Characters. Just shards. No. I've been wanting a Batman drop so bad. Now, these bad boys, these are important. Those are important. So if I'm done with the... Okay, so the mythic one doesn't go anymore. I guess I forgot that. It's been like a few days since I played. All right, so like I said, the shards, it's very easy to get shards. And like I've already got an enhancement for Wonder Woman, another star there. Like... It's very easy to do. I got stars on all my like shard games oftentimes have a bad reputation, but I'll tell you from experience with this game, as you see, like they throw the shards at you. And so don't feel like it's tricky or hard or anything like that. You can just evolve your characters pretty consistently with the way this system is. And that's really nice, actually. Like I'm shooting him all the way to 5. That's pretty great. All right, Cold, we're done. I can still do a couple more, but that's about where I'm going to end it with them for, can raise a level cap. I'm not going to work on her, though. I'm actually stuck with my Wonder Woman until War Room is upgraded. So, yeah, you do get locked in some stuff when you don't have enough levels on your War Room, and leveling War Room typically requires you to level the other places, so you have to make sure you're working on all of that at all times, like I was saying. All right, so, actually, what do I have for mail? There's some goodies in here. Give me all the stuff. All this stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Give me all this stuff. All right. Shut up. 4 levels. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, that's for joining the Discord. Okay. All right. So I wanted to actually go to the bleed. So, the bleed. This is where you also summon champions. So, the way that this works is they run a featured character banner for the releases. And when you've done enough draws, it will give you the pity to automatically force draw a mythic champion. Zatanna here should be a mythic. However, she does have a raid up. She looks really good. She looks great. She is a raid up character though, but this is more of a traditional gacha here. So as opposed to the mother boxes and stuff like that, this is more of a traditional gacha. And you again also can see the rates and all that stuff elsewhere. But that's what this is. So you do use a different currency for this, but you also can use the source energy gems that I was just getting, that I was explaining, are very important. So I've got 10 of these. Come through, come through, come through. Okay, well, hopefully it's something. We got a weapon. Or equip. Oh, don't tell me that's it. Okay, well, we got a couple dupes that converted. And I didn't really talk much about equips because it hasn't really been all that relevant up to this point. But yes, you do have in here the ability to get those equips for characters and go from there. So now I'm out, but where does this change? Well, if you go to the shop, you have the ability to get these pretty often, actually. So here's how things look. You use those other gems here, the energy gems, to exchange for a bunch of things. And this resets
on different intervals, like daily, etc. But you can come in here and exchange them for some of these. You can exchange them for those anvil diamonds that I was using for the summons. Like, I'm already nearly halfway back into another one. In fact, there's even some free gems you can get daily. So this is something that makes this very easy to just keep the consistency going when it comes to getting new characters. But they're also available in other forms of content that you would be taking on, for example. So that's another way that you can get them as well, just by exchanging into other pieces of content. So I am I'll do a couple singles, why not? Let's see if I get something. Probably not, but we'll see. Purple. Lame. What is it? Pied Piper flute. Nobody likes the Pied Piper. Nobody likes the Pied Piper. Knock it off. Come on. You need to see red. I'll tell you, I went all the way to pity though, and I will tell you, I went all the way to pity, meaning I did enough summons, and I got an equip out of it. That did not feel great. I will say that did not feel great. But that is a possibility when it comes to these. I was really open, like I've been saying, to get Batman. Yes, you can buy Batman if you want to buy Batman, so there's that. I've been completely free to play, but he's not very expensive. You may just want to bite the bullet and buy Batman if you want Batman so bad. Maybe I'll take my own advice. But yeah, so overall though, that is a general look at the game. Like I said, very easy game to play, get into. And there's a lot of content here for you to kind of do. Like when I first got into this, I sat down for like a couple hours and I was just going. And then I would unlock this and I would just go and I would go and I would go. And it's, you just gotta keep it up. Like it's pretty cool. So I actually need to get back, now that I got those extra levels, I actually need to go back and keep on working on War Room to enhance everything else. So now that I've got that, I need to upgrade the research lab to level 5. Let me just do this quickly here. Let's speed this up. Like I was mentioning, you can do that if you want to. Force it to be done. Thank you. And research lab gave me those extras. Okay. And let's now go up to War Room and enhance it. That'll take 8 hours. You could do it instantly if you want, or you can use drones if you have the drones. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to convert any of those into drones, so I'll have to leave this and wait. But that's a good segue into our next video, though, because the next video will allow for me to kind of just keep it from there. And like I said, we'll go over some of the beginner stuff and things that I recommend. And I mostly have already given you guys a lot of details on that anyway. But it should be fun, right? It should be a lot of fun. So, yeah. Okay, wait a minute. You can also get... What's the chance for mythics here? Shards is 5% from chaos energy. Okay. Very unlikely, but it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. But legendary killer croc, thank you. That was also extremely rare, by the way. That was extremely rare. Not crazy rare, but it was a 30% chance, right? But I wonder if... Does it show? One thing I don't know is whether or not you can get newer mythics from that. I don't know. Like, I don't know if Zatanna's in there or if she's added after her banner's over. I don't know that. But it was a lot of fun. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. The only thing we really didn't talk much about is the guild system. I don't really interact too much with one, but there are that. You can register your teams for defense and all that stuff, I believe for the war. So keep that in mind. Hope you all enjoyed. Once again, check it out. Link down below in the description. DC Dark Legion. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe as well. And I'll see you all next time.